We are here at 8057 Tidal Point Way, and this is Lakehouse Cove at Waterside Lakewood Ranch. Great location, okay? Waterside, as you know, is a fantastic place. So many different restaurants, farmers markets, and just being so close to it makes this a highly desirable home. We're gonna go check it out. I'm gonna get the nice accent garage doors. I'm a big fan of those. So nice touch there. And then you got, as we walk up to this, your very own porch out here. Relax and enjoy. And you're on a northeast view on this, so you will catch the shade a bit. Nice big windows and a nice glass door. But we're gonna walk on through. So let's do it. So anyways, as we're getting in here, and don't mind the lighting. Unfortunately, the lights aren't cooperating on the entry, but everything else is good. But this one here, located at Lakehouse Cove, as I was mentioning, at Waterside, one of the most desirable communities in Lakewood Ranch. Maintenance-free living with resort-style amenities, and built by Homes by Towne, featuring the popular Halyard model, that's what we're in right now, and 2 bedrooms plus a den plus bonus room, offering flexible living space. Positioned on a peaceful conservation lot, so you have no one building behind you, which is added privacy, and you get some natural views there, some nature views. And this is going to be fully furnished, coastal craftsman style home. Total interior livable area is going to be around 2,427 square feet. And the lot size is about 7,500 plus square feet. So as you walk in here, really nice entrance walking into the great room. But before we head over there, let's take a hard left. And we're going to start off here. Even though the entry is warm and inviting with dramatic foyer entry, we're going to head over here to the left. And we're going to go check out the bedrooms here. So it's got its own wing and its own, bath here. So this here, you got your vanity and quartz up top, okay? And you do have that nice tile that you guys know I love, that tile wood look, right? It's got the wood look, but it's tile flooring, okay? And your tub right here. So there it is. All right, subway tiles with a little bit of natural light popping on in, right? All right, so as we make our way through, we're heading over to this bedroom here. So this is a split floor plan, providing privacy for guests, or family members and things. And comfortable for guest bedroom and bathroom separation, right? So everybody can have their own privacy, which is paramount when you have guests over. All right, everybody wants to get a little bit of me time, right? Well, maybe it's just me, but I'm pretty sure most people do. Separate. This is separation from the main living area as well. So you got your own little spot over here. Right? And there's a walk-in closet with some built-ins in here. So there we go. No ladies like that. Nice high ceilings. So lots of space in there. That is a plus. Plus, plus, plus. You got yourself a little extra linen closet, right? More storage over there. And by the way, we didn't take a good look at the ceiling. So you do have that wood look up there. It's a little bit of the shiplap boarding look, actually, in the coffered ceiling. So now this is actually the entryway if you come through the garage. So just taking care of entryways here. And they put a nice little bench here. Get your sit on, right? And one thing I do want to note, there's a built-in here when you go through the main entrance, the glowing exterior light out there. So anyways, so you do have a security system, and we'll get to the garage here in a second, but here is the laundry. All right, and you got your own sink here. Again, huge fan. Going through the garage, coming right in here with your beach stuff, and getting right to putting it in the laundry room, right? So you're not tracking it all through the house, all that good stuff. So you have your utility closet behind that door, which I'm not going to open. And that's about it for laundry. And then here is your 2-car garage. And I love it when they put a ton of flake on these floors. Okay, so the epoxy floor, epoxy the heck out of it with a bunch of flake. And again, the reason for loving that, it's going to be that you do not slip and slide as much when it's wet out. So lots of flake is good. Tell your guys when they're painting it, if you don't buy this one, put the flake in and put it in thick. You heard it here. So anyways, inside scoop on that one. You do have your garage that is reinforced. All right, so that's an excellent thing as well. All right, your utility and your splitter over here. So this is actually, that's a nice feature. You actually have it cooled off here in the garage. So no worries about it getting too hot in here, summertime, even though you're on the north side, it's still, you're not gonna have a concern. You might catch some heat in the morning, but that's gonna cool it right down. Really nice feature. It looks like somebody may have been doing a little office space in here. So you can stay cool. If you're working on your car or just keeping your car cool, or you got a back office back there, but there is that extra bump out, which is a really nice feature when it comes to having a cooled off garage. So extra storage everywhere we can find it. Man, that Great Limb's looking really good. I can't wait to go out there and show you it. But before we do, we have dual doors here heading into this flex room. All right, which is showing right now as an office. This could be a third bedroom. This could be a playroom. This could be a gym. Whatever you want, it's up to you to decide. And you have a recessed ceiling there a bit. All right, so anyways, great location. If you're gonna have an office here, you can get right out the front door, right? So, or people can come right into you. However you go about your business. And this room, let's say, yeah, it separates you from your other bedroom, right? The master and the other bedroom. So nice feature. Even if you did make this into a bedroom, you would still have the bathroom in between, so that on both sides. So still you have quite a bit of privacy. Just not your own bath, right? But hey, you can use one of the other ones. So here we go. We're heading into the great room. Now, I really like this great room. And you have a bit of that shiplap boarding on the back behind the TV there, which is a nice touch. You have a nice big grandiose chandelier. Okay. And this is going to be a spacious, open concept great room connected seamlessly to the kitchen. Volume tray ceilings, creating an airy feel, custom built ends and shiplap detailing, adding character and warmth. Perfect layout for entertaining and relaxing. All right, so we're gonna head on in, and we still have this flooring, which is all throughout, which again is very appealing. And as we make our way over, so you got your living room section here of the great room, and a nice big section for that large screen TV. No worries there. All right. And you do have some built-ins here for some shelving purposes. So really great to add your personal touch. And over here we have the breakfast bar. About 4 seats right there. So just picture having your friends over and cooking it up back here. This is a gas community, so you do have a gas stove. Okay. All right. And you do have your quartz countertop. A nice thing. Well, let's check. I know you want to know. Ooh, that was slow closing. I might not have caught it. Let me do it again. Boom. Slow close drawers. Always a nice feature. Got some good sunlight coming through. Okay. All right. Microwave. Nice good size island here. A lot of room to spread out. All right. And they went with the chrome look for the hardware, which is a good touch there. Do you see some brass sneaking in nowadays? Backsplash. Got some solid porcelain tile back there. All right. And lots of counter space here. It does extend over. It could be a little coffee space, an extra work area. You got your GE appliances with the refrigerator as well. And we got more storage back here that they snuck in with the pantry. All right. I don't know about you, but if this is my house, this thing's loaded with food. Man. And this is a great location that I'll get to here in a minute, but Waterside is such a big draw. You being so close to it, man, you are ahead of the game. So it's about a golf trip ride away. Now we've looked at two sections of this great room, and heading over to the dining area now. They got like a 4-seater here. You could probably pull off something a little bit bigger, especially if it has a leaf in it. It would extend out further for you, so to complement all your guests and make sure everyone is accounted for, because you don't want to leave anybody out, of course, and all that good stuff. So I got these monster barn doors. They're great. So if you want to shut off this area that we're about to head out to, you're absolutely able to do so. Okay. And before I do, let's just talk about a few of the upgrades on this. So this one here for sizzle factors, right, which you know I'm big on, is new construction, which is a peace of mind, right? You don't have to worry about too much going wrong with it. And then impact windows, which are excellent. You don't have to deal with those shutters going up and down, or any type of shutters if you got the accordions or whatever. These things are all set to go. You can watch outside when there's a storm, no problem. Sliders and doors are also high impact, so really good. So this whole place is all set with high impact. You have a 20,000 watt Kohler whole house generator. So if you happen to lose power, which doesn't happen very frequently here, by the way, but if you did, you know, because a lot of utilities are underground, just for a side note, but if you did, which it does happen every so often, you do not have to worry about this entire house. You can be set to go. Fridge, all good. AC, all good. Lights, all good. Everything you need. You're just going to live like the power didn't even go out. And it's just going to run off of natural gas. So you don't have to worry about filling up your propane tank or anything. It's just going to keep going. So that's a really big peace of mind right there that some people don't even think about until it's time to, right? So huge sizzle factor. And you have the Aquasana 5-stage whole home water filtration system, which is, that's a must down here. You know, Florida, great place to live. Water, not so great to drink, right? So you definitely want yourself a filtration system that's really good level and going to take out the stuff that they got to put in the water to keep it clean, right? And then you probably want to then put in some minerals yourself. Just saying, that's what I do. So inside scoop on that one as well. So all right, so we're going to head over here to another little sizzle factor, right? So this is going to be your bonus room out here. It's about 330 square feet. All right. And you still have a lanai out there. Okay. So that's a good thing. They didn't sacrifice lanai space, which is always a little cumbersome, I find, for folks. And this is a flexible space for reading room, hobby room, or second living area. I mean, if you had to, I guess you could sneak a bedroom in here. It'd be a little awkward. So I wouldn't really call this a potential fourth bedroom. Okay. But anyways, so second living area, so really nice. And separating from the main living area for a quiet retreat. And they got it really decked out for that. Looks like you can play some games over here. You know, you can relax, check out the sun. And this is going to be on the southwest side, so you will get the sun the whole day. It is a little rare, clear, cloudy day today. So for the time being, at least, I'm sure it's going to break loose. And you have more of that shiplap boarding on the back side of that wall. Great for style, high style points there. And they even have another splitter up here. So just a note, you get another splitter there, pumping the air in for you. So we might as well head out to this lanai and check out this conservation area. All right. And this place has got a bunch of amenities I haven't even gotten to yet. So no pool to maintain, which if you're like me, I don't like maintaining pools. If you got some pups and things, you do have an area back here and a fence. Let them run. And they're not really going anywhere. Okay. So good for that as well. No one moving in the back, as we noted. Conservation area. You can see things like wild turkeys. Maybe catch an Osceola turkey out there. And a bunch of other wild animals that can be fun to check out. So anyways, that's the deal there. Don't forget, this one does have tile roofs, tiles on the roof here. So keep that in mind. All right. But lots of space here. Lots of space. All right, and big sliders, so you can open this up, make it nice and airy throughout the property. Always a nice touch. So there you go. All right. So I'm going to head on over. Ooh, and all your grilling needs. I don't know about you, but I love getting my grill on. It's a good spot for it. All right. So we will keep it moving. Now, before I get to this primary bedroom and such, let me just talk about the lifestyle real quick while we're hanging out together here in the great room, right? So we went through the upgrades. Now, the outdoor lot, just so you know, that we talked about like that conservation area, it does make it a quiet, peaceful outdoor setting, just for heads up. And then Lakehouse Cove community features some really great stuff, right? If you like resort style living, this is it. Pool and a spa overlooking Lake Kingfisher, all right? 6 pickleball courts for those big pickleballers out there. There's even an industrial park that is inside pickleball, not very far from here, just saying. You do have a state-of-the-art fitness center, community clubhouse and gathering spaces, fire pits with sunset views over the lake, which my community has that, and I gotta say, it's a pretty nice thing. And boathouse with kayak launch and 2 dog parks. So extremely friendly for your furry family members in this community. All right, so that's what I wanted to mention. It's got a lot going on. Let's head in. I'll give you some more lifestyle location advantages towards the end here. A couple extra sizzle factors, but let's head on into this primary bedroom. Okay, so here we go. You got your king bed. Okay, and I get that same tile look throughout. All right. More of those impact windows. Plenty of room for a seat, as you can see. Still has that brand new smell to it too, which is always alluring. All right, so a lot of room to spread out over here. All right. And then on this wing, you even get a little spot here where they did a little bump out for a little artwork. So, and then a pocket door. Big fan of those, especially when you have another door right next door to that. Pun intended. Business room with another pocket door. Okay. And you do have your shower without. Oh, okay. Take that back. Don't want to fib to you. Does have a minor little step down, but it's very minor. So there you go. So there's the walk-in shower. And you do have your medicine cabinet and then dual sinks, okay, on your vanity with even a makeup station spot located here. So you get about 3 spots to do what you got to do. Get the job done, right? And then finally your walk-in closet. All right. So there it is. Built-ins, drawers, spots to hang your clothes. Looks like something you'd see in a store, right? So anyways, well done. Very well done. All right, so let's just sneak out this way and we'll get to the lifestyle, which you want to know all about, trust me. And finally, the sizzle factor. So lifestyle here, you can take a short walk or bike ride over to Waterside. That is huge, never ending what's going on over there. Bands playing over there, huge volleyball courts, in the sand, big green space, nice bridge to walk over the water, some of the best restaurants. And by the way, and message me down below in the comments, but they do have some speakeasies in there. You pull on some certain walls and doors open up and you go to speakeasies. So kind of cool. A little insider tip too. I'm dropping several of those for you here today. And so anyways, Waterside, very exciting spots. So restaurants, shops, cafes, weekly farmers market, community events here. One of the most vibrant lifestyle areas in Lakewood. All right, which is the biggest master plan in the U.S. and growing. All right, sizzle features to emphasize on this video is fully furnished coastal craftsman home. All right, so you're getting this thing for all the furniture. You don't have to move a thing unless you want to. Bonus room plus den flexibilities, conservation lot privacy, impact windows and doors, whole home generator, walkability lifestyle at a waterside park or place rather, and you're not extremely far away from UTC and the beaches, number one beach in the U.S., Siesta Key, downtown, right, and resort style amenities at Lakehouse Cove. Thank you so much for being here for another tour with us. Definitely appreciate it so much. Grateful for you guys. And until the next time, bye for now.